So many different flavors, so many shapes and sizes. You come in with me.
Okay, what's good YouTube, and welcome back. Today I wanted to do a quick video on a very important discovery that I found out with the GoPro Hero 7. Now this probably applies to the GoPro Hero 5 and 6 as well, but I can't be sure because I don't have that. I only have the GoPro Hero 7. Now, so there's been a lot of skepticism about whether or not you can actually use a USB Type-C extension cable with your GoPro mic adapter. Okay, so here's the mic adapter in here. As you can see, I'm pulling it out. This is just a case. If you watch my other videos, I've done a review about this case that holds the microphone adapter in the actual casing. It's got its own compartment just for the mic adapter. Now, getting back to it. So, there's been a lot of skepticism about whether or not you can actually use a USB Type-C extension cable with the GoPro Hero 7's mic adapter. With some extensive testing, I finally figured out that yes you can and no you can't. Okay, now let me explain what that means. So, basically, you can actually use a Type-C adapter with your GoPro, except it only works if you have everything plugged in once you turn on the GoPro and then you switch to the mic that you're using. So for instance, okay, if I plug everything in right now, I'm going to show you live guys so you know I'm not just talking crap. If I plug everything in right now, okay, this is the mic adapter and this is the USB Type-C extension. Now, as you can see, I've got a microphone plugged in, I've got everything plugged in. Now I'm going to turn it on. Okay, now we have it turned on. Okay, now I'm going to try and record. Okay, so testing, 1, 2, testing. Now you'll see that it doesn't work. I'll play it back for you quickly. As you can see, it's playing right now and there's no sound. However, once you go out of this without turning it off, remember this is when you turn it on and everything's already plugged in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to preferences and then I'm going to go to input. There we go, input. Now as you can see, even though you use a extension cable, it still actually reads the microphone. You actually have the audio input. So now what you do is you select standard mic. If you're using a standard microphone, you would select standard mic or standard mic plus. And now even from here, if I press record, it's going to work. Okay, so testing, 1, 2, testing. Okay, and watch, when I play this back, you're going to see that there's actually sound. Going to work. There you go. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Now you saw that live guys. I did not disconnect, I did not cut scene, nothing like that. However, this is what I mean by it doesn't work as well. So, if for some reason something unplugs from the microphone to the adapter, so right now I'm going to disconnect the microphone and now plug it back in, and now I'm going to try and record again and you'll see that it doesn't work. So it's recording now, testing, 1, 2, testing. Turn it off. And now I'm going to play that back and you'll see it doesn't work. See, there's no sound again. There's no sound. So that's what I mean by it only works if you have everything connected, and then once you turn on your GoPro, you have to go into your mic settings, your audio setting, and select the microphone that you're using. And from there, if you never disconnect anything, it will always work. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so now I'm going to have to turn it all off again. So I'm turning it all off. Okay, as you can see, it's turned off. Now I'm going to turn it back on. Everything is connected. Nothing is disconnected. However, while it's turned off, you can do whatever you want. Change around the settings, whatever you want. The main thing is to have everything connected before you actually turn it on. Okay, so now I've just disconnected this. Look, I can switch this around. It doesn't really matter. Okay, look, this just to show you that it works the other way as well. I've just flipped the Type-C connector around that plugs straight into the GoPro. Now I'm going to turn it on again. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've turned it on. Okay, and now I'm going to try and record. Once you turn it on, you cannot get sound until you actually go into the audio setting and then press on the mic that you're using, whether it be standard mic or powered mic. In my case, I'm using just a standard microphone. Now, just to show you that I haven't yet selected the standard microphone, and I'm just going to record. Okay, testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. And now, stop the recording. I'll play it back for you, and even now, even though I turned everything off and turned it back on again, it still will not register that the microphone is connected until you actually select it. That's the most important part here. Okay, so now I'm going to go into preferences, like I showed you. Okay, we go audio input. There we go, and we're going to select standard mic plus this time, just to show you. Okay, as you can see, I've just selected standard mic plus. Sorry, this thing's a bit in the way. Let me try and get that out the way. Okay, there we go. As you can see, I've selected standard mic plus this time. Okay, and now I can just press record and it will record. Okay, so here we go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. Stop the recording, and now I'll play it back. As you can see, you get sound. So, to answer everyone's question out there, yes, everybody on the GoPro website, yes, you can use a Type-C extension, except you have to have everything connected once you turn it on, and you have to make sure that you actually go into the audio setting and then select the microphone that you're using, whether it be a standard microphone or a powered microphone, and that's it. And from there, as long as you never have anything as long as you don't disconnect anything, you will always be able to get sound and recording from your GoPro. So this is an extremely handy feature, guys, because as you know, it's very frustrating that you have to have the GoPro mic adapter dangling somewhere, or that you don't have that extra length if you want to tuck it in your pocket. But I'm telling you right now that this actually works. Now, I also want to touch on another thing real quickly, and that is the type of Type-C extension that you're using. Now, when I was actually going through all the Type-C extension cables, I was actually only looking at ones that allow data transfer, video, audio, and because the GoPro has video and audio, I wanted to make sure that it fell within that category rather than just getting any Type-C USB extension. Okay, so that's what I did. Now, I'm actually going to leave a link in the description below where I bought this from. Now, I'm not actually getting paid from anyone, so I'm just going to do it anyway, because I thought it's very important that I share this with everyone, because everybody on the GoPro website are asking extension cable for audio adapter for GoPro 5, 6, 7, yes or no, can you use it? And the fact is, yes, you can. You can actually use it, except you have to make sure that 1, everything is connected when you turn it on, and 2, you have to go straight into the menu, go into audio input and select the microphone that you're using that corresponds with your GoPro, whether it be standard mic or powered mic, and then everything will work. Now, as you can see, everything is still connected. I recorded a clip and now I'm going to do it again. Okay, so here we go again. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. And turn it off again. And now I'll play it back for you guys.
Okay, so here we go again. Testing, testing.
There you go. It still works. So as long as you don't disconnect anything while you have it selected on your microphone, after you've turned it on and you've selected your microphone, as long as you do not disconnect anything, not one thing, as long as you leave everything the way that it is, then it will always record sound. Now, that's the most important thing to remember here, guys, that it actually works. However, like I said before, the minute you disconnect something, it's not going to work anymore, whether it be from the actual extension or whether it be from the mic adapter into the GoPro, or even the microphone port that plugs into the microphone. The minute you disconnect anything from any part of the connections, it will not give you that audio again, and then you're going to have to turn it off again, turn it on again, and then make sure everything is connected when you turn it on, and then go back into the audio input and select the corresponding microphone that you're using. That's the main thing that I wanted to stress here, guys. It is the holy grail of making sure that your GoPro mic adapter will work with a Type-C extension cable. Now, I've only used this type, however, you can also try other Type-C extensions. However, make sure that it has all those factors. 1, it supports charging. 2, it supports data transfer. 3, audio and video. These are so important because it's exactly what the mic adapter does. You know, it supports video and audio, so that basically it just supports audio, but you want to make sure that it also supports audio, video, all those things, so that it can charge, it can receive audio as well as output audio. And that's basically everything I wanted to show you here today, guys. I mean, look, before I go again, I wanted to show you again that it's live. I haven't turned off the GoPro yet, and I'm going to make another short clip. Here we go. So, testing. The GoPro Hero 7 with a USB extension, with a Type-C extension, and recording by pressing just the record button. Okay, and now I'm going to play it back for you again. No cutscene. There we go again. I mean, it's absolutely amazing that you can actually do this now, because like I said before, I was having a lot of trouble actually finding the best way to mount the USB cable. So even though, if you check out my other video just before this video, you'll see that I found this new Ulanzi case, and I talk all about the fact that it's so cool because it actually has its own mic adapter compartment. So you no longer have to worry about trying to attach this to your GoPro casing, because the Ulanzi V2 has actually designed a case where it has its own compartment for the microphone. So that is absolutely amazing. And so also the best thing is that you can also flip it either up or down. Just make sure everything is connected when you turn on the GoPro. Nothing is disconnected. So the microphone has to be connected, the extension has to be connected to the mic adapter and plugged into the GoPro. And then once you get into it, select your microphone and you will be good to go. So there you have it, guys. That's how you use a USB Type-C extension cable for the GoPro Hero 7. Now, like I said, I am not sure if it works for the 5 and 6. However, if you have a 5 and 6, feel free to test it out and let me know your findings. However, I know for a fact that it works on the 7. So if you need a USB Type-C extension for your GoPro, go out and buy one now. Make sure that you get a specific type that, like I said, supports data transfer, charging, and audio and video. That way you know that you've got it down pat, you know that you've got everything you needed to do, and when you plug it into the GoPro mic adapter, it will do exactly what you needed to do. Okay? So that's it for another video, guys. I really wanted to stress this for everyone because it's something that I stumbled across. It's something that I discovered with a lot of extensive research. I tried many different ways to try and get this to work. And the first thing that told me that it should work is when I plug in the mic adapter into the extension and plug the extension into the GoPro, it actually shows me that it's still reading that it has an audio input. Rather than when you use something like a cheap Type-C audio auxiliary and charging adapter, it doesn't actually, it's still grayed out and it says NA, not available. So that's how I knew that I couldn't use that type of adapter for the GoPro. However, when you use this extension and plug it into the mic adapter, it's still reading that there is an audio input. And that's what made me do more research and do more trial and errors and testing in order to find out, how do I get this USB Type-C extension to work with the mic adapter? And to my surprise, this is exactly how you get it to work. So make sure you give it a go. make sure you get an extension for your GoPro Hero 7 if you want one, and I'm telling you right now, it works as long as you follow those easy steps. Well, thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it helps you out, and I really hope that you figured out that now you can actually use a Type-C USB extension cable for your mic adapter for your GoPro Hero 7. I mean, I know that it's gonna definitely help me a lot with all the different ways I want to mount my GoPro, and certain circumstances where I need to have the mic adapter in a different spot. So, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and if you've made a discovery about something about the GoPro and you want to let me know, please comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.